Hi, fourth grade. Miss Keeley here. We are going to start with part two, step two of our symmetrical name monsters. So right now your paper should be looking something like this, almost like a little totem pole of your name. And we want to make sure that we're holding it vertical up and down. So you can kind of choose which way, like which side is the top or the bottom, but we want it to be the long way up and down so that we can't really see our name as much. Um, so you've had kind of like a full week, depending on when you've done this, to kind of look at your picture and possibly see if you happen to see anything within it. Now, it could be a little bit difficult to try to find a creature or a monster kind of hidden within your picture. If you are having a hard time, you can always send a picture and email me and ask me my suggestion of if I see anything that you could transform your picture into, or you could ask like a sibling or a family member, and I'm sure that they could kind of help you out. But so what we're going to do today is we are going to really try to emphasize and showcase that little creature that's hiding within your name. So I was looking at mine and I was kind of seeing that these E's within my name almost looked like eyes. So I started to transform them into eyes. But you want to remember that we have this line of symmetry going through the middle of our picture. So whatever you do on one side, you want to make sure that you do on the other to keep this symmetrical, okay? And so I'm just really trying to turn these letter E's into I's, and they're a little bit crazy looking, but that's okay. And then once I added that, I kind of realized that it almost looks like a little frog. So I added a little bit more details, like some eyelashes on the top. And then I think I'm probably going to add like a little tongue to really make it look like a frog. Um, and you can add kind of whatever you want, just you need to remember that it needs to be symmetrical, the same on both sides, okay? I was trying to turn this part up here into almost like a crown of some sorts. Um, and just adding lines, I think helps kind of reveal different things within your picture. And you can see I'm using the crayon still to do this. So I'm going to fast forward this. Made two little feet at the bottom. Added just some little lines to give it more details like toes. And then I think I add like some little fingers. And I think I add a star, yep, up top. And a star is a symmetrical shape, and it kind of, if you were to split it right through, it works perfectly. And so that kind of helps to showcase my animal or my little creature a little bit more, okay? So your next step is going to be painting. So I'm going to show you guys a video, and my picture is going to be a little bit different because this was when I was in the classroom, and um, the original step before this I had to recreate at home because we didn't have the same materials at home. But so we are going to paint them. So hopefully at home, if you have watercolor paint, awesome. If you don't, I'm attaching to this Google Classroom assignment an alternative way to paint with markers, um, which I think is really fun, and it's a cool way to still be able to paint even if you don't have paint. But if you don't have paint, you could use crayons, markers, color pencils, whatever you want. I just think painting is the funnest out of them. So you're gonna start painting it, and when you guys are painting, really take your time. Try to think about color mixing. So right here, I am putting down yellow first because I want to make kind of a yellow-green color. Um, you want to remember whatever you do on one side, it should be symmetrical. So if you are color mixing, it should be kind of even on both sides. And so you can see here, I'm making a light green color. And I'm just filling in all the green first where I want like the frog's body to be. And I did a little bit of a darker green to kind of emphasize like different areas. Um, and yeah, so I'm just kind of playing around with it. You guys can kind of paint it and color it however you want. I was just trying to be creative with my colors in different areas. But I really want to make sure that you guys take your time with this. Try your best. Maybe you do different designs and techniques when you're coloring inside, like maybe you do a pattern. Um, yeah, just try to be creative with it, and I'm just gonna feed this along because it's pretty much just me painting. And so yeah, that is pretty much what this looks like for this week. So first thing you want to make sure that you do is transform your picture into something like a creature or a monster, and then you are coloring it in so it should be symmetrical all the way through, okay? And then next week we're going to work on a background, okay? You don't need to send me a picture of this week's. I do love seeing them though, so if you want to, go for it. And I will chat with you guys next week. All right, bye.